Hi, Melissa Hughes here, and I want to just welcome you to Live Rich Spread Well TV. And today I want to talk to you about how overrated customer service is. And when I say that, I just want you to hear me out. Customer service is an element of business that, quite frankly, is part of being in business. You need to be able to service your customers, whether you have a product, a service, you do events, you're speaking, anything that you do, you have clients, you have customers, and you need to service them. And so, while I understand we need to have customer service, it's actually just a part of doing business. Because without good customer service, you're not going to have clients. You're not going to have a consistent brand. You're not going to have a consistent way of dealing with your public, or even dealing with your high-level clients or everyday public. So the reason I say that's overrated and kind of over talked about is, I think in essence, in order to really be competitive these days, you have to work backwards. You really have to be honed into, well, what is the customer experience that I want them to have as a result of doing business with me? And you also have to look at, what is my fingerprint? So you went in business, and even if you're in a career, and people know you for something. You might be the person that's upbeat, bubbly, a go-getter, or you might be that problem solver, or you might be that turnaround person, or you might be just a great people person that can cross different lines. Whatever that is for you. Make sure you stay true to who you are in any kind of business capacity. What is that fingerprint of yours that you're bringing to the table? And when you do that, then you also think about, well, what do I want them to feel? What do I want them to experience as a result of doing business with me, my company, or me as a professional? And then you look at, what do you need to put in place so that they have that experience day in and day out. If you have the intention set that you want your customers to feel like they are number one, to feel so happy about their experience that they want to tell their friends. Why do they want to do that? What can you think of? What do I need to do to put in my business for them to do that? I know for my clients, when I have elite coaching clients, each of my elite clients, they get a basket after they say, hey, I want to do business with you. And it's a welcoming basket, and it's just something. It's not the most expensive thing, but it's a thought. And they get a formalized way of onboarding into my company, and for me as their coach or their consultant. There's just a different touch to it that is my touch. And these things don't have to be expensive. I know that I used to have this dentist, and it just took me off guard because I'd go to the dentist's office. First of all, it was a very nice office. And at the end of the day, no matter if I was there in the morning, if I was there before they closed, he would call about the evening time, around about 8 o'clock, just to see that I was okay and I was feeling well. And so that dentist, I end up going there, I end up telling my family about him, my friends about him. He already did great work. But that extra thing that he did that I had not experienced from other dentists before, that made the difference with me. That was a great experience that I was freely wanting to share with everyone. So I say this to say, what are your experiences that you've had at different businesses where you felt that, wow, like, of course you went there because you had a need and you knew that they could fulfill it, but the experience you had was worth you telling somebody else? Think about those examples. And then think about your own business or your own career. What is it that you want people to experience as a result of being in a relationship with you? And how do you make sure that they have that experience each and every time? So yes, I did say customer service is overrated because you have to have that there. I mean, or else the business doesn't exist. However, to really separate yourself from a business, and then a business that has high customer loyalty, high retention, and high customer acquisition, then let's think about, what's the customer experience that you want them to have when they do business with you. Thank you for listening and being part of this Live Rich, Spread Well movement.